Hey everyone, I just kind of want to make a correction here about the date, okay? I don't know what was going on with me, that I was so confused with the dating, knowing I just didn't stop and think, and that sometimes happens with all of us, all right? When I was looking at the day and the hour and what rules the night and everything on my astrology software, I had forgotten that, and it hit me after I done ended the video. The day begins when the sun rises. So that earlier part of the video where things were like in the early morning hours, it was still a Friday. It was showing Friday, because the next day doesn't start till the sun rises again. So that's where my, when I was doing the 2 a.m. and the 2:35 a.m. and the 5:25 a.m., it was still Friday because the sun had not risen. So that's where my confusion was coming in. And I like I said, I didn't stop and think at the time, when I was doing it. We get confused with our days sometimes. And sometimes doing this, I should have known better, but my mind was just, I don't know where it was wandering, if it was more into what the aspects were or what was happening this day that was so important, or what it was, but it threw me off because I know that yesterday was Friday and that Venus rules that day until, as soon as that sun comes up, that planet will be the ruler of that day all the way until the next day when the sun rises again. Then Saturn took over when the sun rose this morning. So that's where I was getting a little lost, because I was looking at the early morning hours and Venus was still ruling until the sun came up. And so forgive me on that part. Ignore that part in the video. It is definitely dealing with Saturday. Part of it, okay, yes, part of it was after midnight. It was still Friday until the sun came up that morning. So there was something where maybe getting with somebody during, or something that was going on earlier in that day, you were still carrying it over till the night, and now you're dealing with this stuff as the sun comes up again, but it's Saturday. So you're dealing with the limitations and restrictions, reorganizing, restructuring, all these things that Saturn deals with. And remember that each planet rules an hour of that day. So right now, if I'm looking, let's just say at 2 o'clock, 2:38 in the afternoon, the hour is going to be Jupiter. It's the 9th hour. There's 24 hours in a day. The days are figured from sunrise to the next sunrise. So we're going at 2 o'clock. It's the 9th hour of the day. And Jupiter and Saturn are, so it's going to be really with that sextile where, of Saturn to Jupiter and Saturn also to Venus, where it's going to really trying to get us to activate our thoughts, our mind, and we have to activate it for it to work, to deal with whatever the challenge is on these T-squares that's, between Chiron and the South Node, and with the apex being Mercury and Mars, trying to gain some sort of success here. Don't forget about the conjunctions. Those are very important because the energies are feeding off of one another throughout the day. So this will go on over until the next day. So I have to keep a mental note to myself. Say, self, if you're going to deal with the early morning hours of the next day, you're going to have to add that into that previous. Like I said, normally I don't have that issue or that problem, but for some reason I've got it today. I guess I'm just a little brain dead or a little brain fog. Thank you, Neptune. Into my plans or my devotion to what I'm doing here. So, okay, I screwed up, but like I said, I always straighten myself up when I realize what I'm doing or what I've done here. It's not too common, but if I find out I made a mistake, at least I'm going to correct myself. I don't want to give any misinformation or mixed signals. Like I said, I blame it on Neptune. You know, Neptune's the illusions. So, and it's kind of messing with my head. So I've got brain fog, y'all. So yeah, I've got to activate, and I did. I activated my mind to figure out what the heck was I doing, and where was I going with this. So anyway, I wanted to bring you in and come in and clear that up. I don't want to make any misunderstandings there on that. So I appreciate y'all bearing with me here and really realizing my own screw up. Okay? So y'all take care, and I will see y'all on the other side. Bye for now.